thought I'd show you how to cut up a whole bunch of different kinds of fruits. This information will really help you in your kitchen. First of all, get a good chef's knife. And you know, every time I use my knife, I try to get out my steel and just run it 3 times down either side so that I'm ready to cut with it and it never gets dull. Put your pineapple on a cutting board and cut off that top. Then cut off the bottom. And that gives you your flat side. And this is a nice golden pineapple. I always buy golden pineapples because they're sweeter and just juicier and have a lot more flavor. Then go all around the outside and cut off the peel. And you're trying to get those little eyes off too as you're cutting the peel. And it might seem like you're getting too much peel, but just barely get off those eyes and it'll be okay. Then if you have to go back like this, you can and get off a few more. But you know, it doesn't offend me if there are a few little eyes left on there or parts of eyes. That's not going to hurt a thing. Okay? Now, cut it down the middle. You know, I do this about once a week because, you know, Bill likes his smoothie every morning and he likes to put, he likes to put pineapple in his smoothie. Okay, did you see that? I cut it into 4ths. Take a 4th, stand it up, and cut out that core. Now you can kind of munch along that core and take off all the good meat, and then cut off that core. Okay, now you can take these if you want to, cut them in half, and cut into bite-sized pieces. Isn't that easy? I cut this up and put it in a bowl, and then all week long, Bill can reach in and get a little bit of pineapple for his fruit smoothie. Okay, there's our pineapple, or half a pineapple. Then we're going to do, what about a cantaloupe? Here's a good, easy way to do cantaloupe. Again, cut it in half and cut from stem to stem, not across the middle. Well, I mean, you could if you wanted to, but to me, this makes it easier. Then take a knife, a fork, a spoon, and scoop out the seeds, just like this. And I'm going to just put these into the garbage. Okay, there you have it. Now you can cut it into wedges, and then take the wedges and a little paring knife and cut off that peeling. Now, you might find a different way. Sometimes I like peel the whole half and then cut it into wedges. And I've kind of tried to time myself. I don't know, I can't tell any difference. But I do like to get it all chopped up because in the morning, I like to get my bowl of yogurt and put cantaloupe on it. I don't want to have to be chopping this cantaloupe every morning, so I like to just chop a whole cantaloupe and have it in the refrigerator. Well, let's do avocado. I mean, is it a fruit or is it a vegetable? It has a pit, so technically it's a fruit. Cut it clear around the circumference, twist it to open it. Then take your knife and just whack it in there so that you can twist and pull out that little seed. Then whack it off. Sometimes you really have to whack it against this sink to get it out. Now, here are 2 ways you can get out the inside. Take the back of your knife because this will help you not cut through to your hand. And this is how to make little squares or cubes. Then take a spoon and just scoop it out. And look at that, those nice little squares you have. Another way you can do it is to take the avocado without cutting it and just scoop out the whole half of avocado. You know, when Bill was in the Army and we were eating at the officers' mess, they would take these halves of avocados and fill them with avocado crab salad. You can make avocado and shrimp salad or almond salad and put it back into these little cups. Okay, there's that. Well, here's a really hard one, y'all. This is so hard to cut because you don't exactly know where that seed is. But see, it's kind of oblong this direction. So I'm thinking that seed is going that direction. So I'm going to cut down one side. That's good. And then cut down the other side. And I kind of ran into the seed. So I'll try to kind of go around it. There it is. And then I've got these sides to deal with. Well, that's okay. You just kind of have to do it. This is not the most ripe mango I've ever seen. So it would be a little bit easier if you had a riper mango. But then cut off the peeling, and here's your pieces of mango. You could cut off the peeling on all of them and then chop them all together. Or if you want to do that fancy little thing that the chefs do, I'm going to have to use this side of my knife, so maybe I'll put it down on my board so I don't cut through to my fingers or my hand, the palm of my hand, and then I will cut on the angle like this. Now see what I've got? I've got a little angle thing going there. And then you can turn it inside out like this, and if it was a little bit riper, it would do it a little bit better. But then you can cut off those little squares too. That's another way to cut up a mango. And this little mango needs a few more days sitting on my windowsill to get a little bit riper. Okay, mango. Then this seed part, just keep trimming it all around until you get all the mango off. Here is kiwi. This one's fun. Cut it right down the middle. And then take a nice sharp spoon. This was my mother's, and it's really sharp, and I like it for things like this. You can cut just around the skin and dip it out. Now you see I got a little bit of the skin. Don't worry about it. You know, cooking's not an exact science, and we can't worry about things like that. There it is. And then we'll just cut this into squares also. There's some mango. Let's see, what else do we have? We have an apple, and I get questions about what's the easiest way to peel an apple for a apple pie. And you would just peel all the way around if you wanted to peel it. But you know, when I make an apple pie, sometimes I just peel half the apple because I like a little bit of the peeling in it. Then I'm going to take out the center. I might want a little bit smaller knife for that. Take out the center. I also use sometimes a melon baller. There's my half. Then take your knife, lay it down on its flat edge, and slice away. This is also a good way of cutting it up for a salad. There are a few fruits